Kick off with J. Kick off with J. Welcome to another episode of Kick off with J.
Many of the top clubs right there in the English Premier League dropped points last weekend. Many will be looking to 3 points in this weekend. So Mohammed, welcome to the show. And it's Kick Off with J again. Is doing football analysis the way you love it and as we promised. But please, before we proceed, do like and subscribe the videos. It's very much important for the growth of the channel. And Mohammed, welcome to the show again. Manchester United were the only team to pick up maximum points last weekend.
Well, it's good to be back here. Kick off with Jay. I am lost of superlatives for Manchester United. There's so much positive in and outside the club. So it's a good time to be a Manchester United fan.
Good time, Old Trafford turning a fortress. Though it was not an easy win for you guys. Casemiro on the red card. I think deserving red card right there.
Deserving, but it should not have been the only player sent off. I think Andre Ayew also crossed the line, but it is what it is. The VAR, we've seen them this season. Sometimes the decision goes on, sometimes it goes off. But like Eric Ten Hag said, we have to cope without Casemiro.
Yes, you surely do have to. And also, we'll be looking at the games that will be coming up this weekend for you. So let's quickly proceed to that. Talking about a side that actually need to win is Chelsea right there, and they'll be visiting the London Stadium against West Ham United. They've had maybe 3 games unbeaten for Chelsea right there. I don't think they've scored a goal in this February.
Chelsea?
Yes, they've not scored a goal this February.
Keeping clean sheet on both ends of the field.
quite disheartening for a side that spent over 600 million or 300 million to be precise in the January transfer window. How do you think this game will pan out?
Well, I remember the first leg that was played at Stamford Bridge, and I still remember the controversy that on how the game ended, where Mendy made a mistake. I don't know if it was a penalty. I don't know. I think it was a foul on Antonio.
Yeah.
So it's always a London derby. West Ham themselves have not been in the best of form.
Yes.
But when they come up against their local rivals, I think you expect a show from West Ham. So you're not going to write off West Ham. They are not at their best currently. Chelsea are also not at their best. So it's a battle of two teams that want to pick from. But and looking at Chelsea, I've not been so convinced with their away form in the Premier League this season. It's going to be difficult for Chelsea, but with the quality of players that they have, I think João Felix will be back.
Yes, João Felix.
With the quality of players Chelsea have, they should be beating West Ham.
Yes, they should be beating West Ham. And talking about West Ham, they sit 16th on the league. I think 19 points from top. Chelsea too have their struggles of their own. 9th on the table. But I quickly want to raise something. This Chelsea, West Ham, and Liverpool side are deciding the English Premier League to play most games last season, and I think some of the fatigue has also played on them. Though Chelsea have not gotten their form of their own, and I think they have so much struggle to deal with, and they're looking to patch it up with the transfer window. But let's see how that one pans out for them. West Ham side have always been a strong side right there at their home.
Even when they are not at their best.
Yes.
When they came up against United, against City, they put a very, very strong showing. So, and it's David Moyes. It's not new to the Premier League. It's always going to be difficult. West Ham away is a very difficult place to be.
So okay, Mohammed, the league leaders stumbled last weekend against Everton, Sean Dyche Everton, and they'll be welcoming Brentford to the Emirates Stadium. Another tough game for them. How do you think Arsenal will fare? The likes of Manchester City were not able to capitalize on that slip, and Arsenal still remain 5 points clear on top of the Premier League table, but they still faced a very difficult Brentford side right there at home.
Like I always say, this is why we love the Premier League, because any team on their day can defeat you. I don't think there is a walkover in the Premier League, although there used to be tough simple games in the Premier League, the likes of Norwich and the likes, but those are back in the days. The Premier League is a completely different beast. If you are going to pick 3 points against a smaller team, you have to be at your best. And Brentford is always a very difficult. I think Brentford are the upgraded Burnley. They play with much technique, better technicality. They play a whole lot of long balls and they have quick and direct strikers that can punish you. They have a very good goalkeeper. We spoke about him, David Raya, I think yesterday. So it's always going to be difficult for Arsenal against Brentford. Of course, you expect Arsenal to dominate the ball, possession, and have more clear-cut opportunities, but you cannot write off Brentford, especially when they want to cause havoc.
Yes, when they want to cause havoc, and the records are there. I think Brentford have not been beaten by any top six side except Arsenal, which happened right there at Brentford home.
And
3-0 game.
This is 2023. The table, Brentford are third on the Premier League standings. I think they have picked up 10 points from the last 4 games, which is a massive number for a club like Brentford.
Another thing to look at is that Everton disturbed Arsenal with a lot of long balls. I think that was where most of their struggles came with, and Brentford play a whole lot of them, right from Raya, as you said, Ian, which is their defender, and the likes of physical strikers like Antonio Mbemo, who are very direct
I am actually a fan
and deadly.
I'm actually a fan of Ivan Toney, and he's a very fantastic striker. I feel he does not get enough credit for what he does, and it's someone I would love to see in a United jersey.
Okay, let's see. Let's add that one pass out. Who do you actually tip for the win?
I will still tip slightly to Arsenal, but it's going to be a slim and difficult win.
I think I will agree with you. It is at Emirates, and their record at Emirates this campaign is so phenomenal. I think they have almost 99% record right there at the Emirates, unbeaten at the Emirates. So I think they should, even though they may struggle a bit, but they should get a win against Brentford. And talking about picking up points, we have another side that have been woeful this season, and when we decide to talk about it might take a whole lot of time to really decipher the real problem behind this team. Liverpool will be hosting Everton at Anfield, and this one is a promising one, very promising one, because of the context of it. Sean Dyche's second game, having won Arsenal, the league leaders, will be coming with a lot of confidence, and Liverpool right there are so much short on what we just talked about.
I watched the Liverpool Wolves game because it was running concurrently with the Manchester United game. Yes. and I looked at how Liverpool are currently defending, like primary school footballers. I think Liverpool's defending is awful, very too open at the back. Liverpool are not the Liverpool side that we know. Liverpool cannot press. Liverpool used to be a pressing machine. Liverpool cannot press. Liverpool are playing in a mid block. This is not the Liverpool that we know, and it's not the best time to face Everton, because Everton are
giving it a derby, Merseyside derby.
It's a big Merseyside derby, and Everton are coming off beating the best team in the league this season, Arsenal, with a new manager, Sean Dyche. I still want to see how Liverpool will be able to cope with the long balls from the Evertonian side. And the Merseyside derby has always given us a whole lot of dramas. I remember the Pickford injury on Van Dijk. So I think it promises a whole lot of drama, and you just feel sorry for your club at the moment. Personally, I don't feel he's become a bad manager overnight. It's not just been back.
Never.
You look at that Liverpool midfield and you see even a team in the relegation battle have better midfielders than they currently have. The likes of Thiago, Anderson, these players are old and you should not be depending on them to win football matches. I also think Fabinho is finished. That's my own personal opinion. So, and it's just so bad for Liverpool at the moment.
Like I talked about, they played a whole lot of games, and you expect this fatigue. But I think the Liverpool administration, they just should have looked at it before this season started. And I think the Everton Liverpool game is always very intense, like you mentioned it. And Liverpool should have some boosts back. I think Van Dijk is back in full training. I think Jota is making some progress on the grass, and these two personnel might not solve their problem, but actually is a boost for them if they are to ever try and pick up from here. And we've not, Liverpool side are not falling into this. I think 2020 they struggled like this and still made top 4 because they were able to string up enough wins at the very end of the
But
Premier League.
I would like to be honest with you. I think it is looking very, very bleak this time.
Yes.
Very, very bleak, and you just struggle to see where they will pick themselves up. Liverpool used to be a mentality monster, but now
They're
it feels
short on
like the mentality is down from the club and everything. And like I said, if a football team is a thumbprint of how the manager is. Jurgen Klopp used to be that mentality monster, the ginger man, but I think he's lost that mentality from the kind of players he has available.
Okay. Also, what are your predictions for that?
I expect a go affair in that encounter.
Okay, I think it's a tight one. I can't pick one, but I think Liverpool might just get a draw. Just get a draw if they're lucky. So talking about a game with a lot to watch out for is Leeds welcoming Manchester United to
Another big derby.
very, very big. Is it not a derby now? Is it a derby?
It's the derby. I think Leeds and United there's a rivalry in between.
Okay. ETH will be going to Elland Road right there, and they'll be looking to pick up 3 points. I think at this point we can say Manchester United are in and out of the title race.
Well, it depends on the expectations. If Ten Hag is asked about the title race, it's definitely going to play it down because that is not the expectation.
Yes.
But speaking about the game, Leeds are out of shape and out of form at the moment.
I don't have a manager.
Yeah, and they do not have a manager. They have not won in their last 7 games. But like I said, the Premier League is not something that you can just win on paper. You have to, if you want to win a Premier League game, you have to play and win regardless of the opposition. United will be missing Casemiro, but you're looking at the form of Manchester United, the squad that they have, they should be too strong for Leeds United. But that does not stop Leeds from playing their usual.
I think you are biased here, and I think Manchester United will struggle. No Casemiro, no Fred. I think Sabitzer.
Fred, I think it's definitely a Fred and Sabitzer partnership.
Okay. No McTominay, sorry, I wanted to say. Yeah, so Fred and Sabitzer partnership. And I think Leeds right now are fighting for their lives and they don't want to be relegated. So it's not a straightforward game.
Yeah, like I said, there's no
yes,
game that is straightforward. And
yes.
they play today
but to me, Sabitzer as an option is not strong enough.
Well, you cannot be always be too quick to judge. We have to watch him play.
Yeah.
He's not played a lot of games with Bayern, but we saw him in Leipzig. We saw what he can do.
We saw him when he came on against Crystal Palace.
That was a very chaotic game, 10 man down. So we need to see him. He starts today. We need to watch him and see what he can do for Manchester.
So what are your predictions for that game?
With the form United are at the moment, they should sail through. But Leeds have a pride to fight for. It is a derby, and if United win today, they will not want United to go away on Saturday and win again. So
it depends. Now Manchester City will be facing Aston Villa. Aston Villa will be coming to the Etihad. We know Aston Villa right now. Maybe they're not on a good streak of win, but they have a manager that is capable of masterminding tactics to get you game,
and
to get you
wins
in big games.
Decide that when they want to win a football game, they just turn up and win a football game. We saw them the last game of the season. Yeah. We saw the show they put up against Manchester City.
They almost decided
the league title. Just like I said, I think the Premier League has gotten to a stage whereby every single game is difficult. You are only favourites on paper. You just have to. If you're favourite on paper, you have to go to the football pitch and win the game.
Okay, and I think the Haaland discussion, a lot of people are saying they look out of options when Haaland is on the field, and with De Bruyne not being on form and not be able to provide those line-breaking passes for Haaland, I think it's been a little bit of struggle, especially against top sides for them.
Yes, exactly, because Haaland is not that guy on the ball. Haaland is unarguably the best goal scorer in world football. But when it comes to playing the football, the likes of Kane, I still feel Kane is the best ball playing centre forward in the world. You can slot him in the midfield, slot him in the 10, and he will spring in those passes.
Yeah.
And for Man City, it's just maybe unfortunate for them that Erling Haaland is not that guy on the ball, and it's different. And sorry to say for Manchester City fans, everybody knows that Haaland is using City as a stepping stone for a bigger club in Madrid or Barcelona.
I think
There's a
I
clause
share that
in contract.
I share that sentiment too. You know, Guardiola won't tell you the clause exists, but we all know what the main aim is for Haaland for him.
We should not write off Alan. He's got a good record at the Etihad, so he should get
and 25 goals. What do you expect from your poacher again?
Phenomenal player.
Phenomenal. Manchester City will be looking to get back to winning ways after losing against Tottenham